We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And Stroud now to throw. This is caught by McMillan. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's out wide here. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There are no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud to throw it. The pass. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to roam now. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. And this is caught at the 8. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Stroud. He'll find McMillan here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Seahawks at 11-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Christian Watson. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Stroud. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Back to throw, Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Going right back to Fant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Howell. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Howell will throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing here, Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Where's the hot? Whoa.
Stroud and company going for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Bucky Irving on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Bucky Irving on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
All right.
Robinson up the middle.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On third down, Robinson.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Why Tony? Up on the quick, right?
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
72 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Again, it's Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
South. Out to the right. Monkey.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
2J.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Let the hot. Liquor hot. Hey.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was...
He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers,